Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the League Championship Series in Season 2 of the Knights franchise. Obviously, we have not made it like I explained in the last stream. We were eliminated in the semifinals.
Welcome to Game 3
And
of
now
the
it is
League
down
Championship.
to the
Wait
Monsters
is over.
and the
It's
Herbisaurs.
baseball
The
time.
Monsters are up 2-0 and need one more win to call themselves League champions.
The third baseman, number 50.
But the Herbisaurs are planning on putting up the best fight they can to keep their championship hopes alive. Marky Dubois is on the mound for the Monsters, and he'll give up a leadoff base hit to start this Game 3. The first two games were played at home for the Herbisaurs, but now they have to try to stay alive by playing the next two games at Apple Field, home of the Monsters. And that'll be two straight singles for the Herbisaurs to start this game, and it seems like we have an injury.
Number 27, Morton Stanberg.
Morton Stanberg settling into the box. Let's get you an update on that injury. A tweaked groin for Nate Hankey. Ooh, you hate to see it, and it's a very inopportune. Things evening out as the Monsters are forced to play Stephanie Morgan, who pulled her hamstring, and they have no replacements for shortstop. A diving stop by Stephanie Morgan gets the force out at second. Runners on first and third. One out for Mash Taters, seeing if he can get the Herbisaurs on the board early. And Mash Taters hits a high pop fly into center. Pete Wheeler's calling for it, and he's got it out number 2, but a tag up runner and a score will put the Herbisaurs on the board. Dilly Daller now coming up to the plate, trying to keep this inning going. This will be the first game in which the Herbisaurs take the lead. Both games, the Monsters have struck first. Stephanie Morgan with another diving stop, throw it over to first, and she is playing her guts out so far in this Game 3 as we head to the bottom of the second. First game between the Monsters and the Herbisaurs. The Monsters ended up winning that one 6-4 with a failed comeback. And Fiona Clark will be getting behind the dish as Nate Hankey will be resting that tweaked groin of his. Game 2, the Monsters took a 3-0 lead under a dominating pitching performance from Angela Delvecchio. And this one's high and deep into right. Back, and gone! Tie game! And the Monsters quickly strike back as Collins hits his first home run of the season, the postseason. Beg your pardon.
The center fielder, number 4, Peter Wheeler.
Peter Wheeler now back in a neutral state of mind. He started off this championship series feeling a bit rattled, not having the greatest postseason up to that point. But since he has gotten things back on track, and this one's also hit deep, back into right, and that has also gone back-to-back home runs as the Monsters quickly take the lead back from the Herbisaurs. What a hit, 417 feet, Pete Wheeler's second home run of the postseason. And now bring up Jocinda Smith. She has had a decent championship series, and this will be a base hit up the third baseline, and that will be a single. Three batters for the Monsters getting hits, no outs, and Pablo Sanchez will be settling into the box as the legend looks to continue it going, but he's going to hit into a double play with a ground ball to second, 2 outs. The Herbisaurs relaxing a little bit, saying, finally, we got some outs. Mike Thomas in the box for the Monsters. He has played catcher every single game so far in this championship series. Tony Del Vecchio is on the bench in case of a change. A ground ball to short, thrown over to first, and that's out number 3. We go to the second inning after a very exciting first. Monsters up 2-1. Chili Little now settling into the box. It is looking like the Monsters are going to sweep this series. They were considered to be favorites, but I had this going at least 4 games. Not a sweep, but with how much talent is on this Monsters roster, it does not surprise me in the least. Colt Collins catching a pop fly to left for out number 1. Yoink Sachs, the regular season leader in stolen bases, has not gotten on base that much and has not hit that well in this postseason, batting a measly 91. And he will strike out for out number 2. Marky DuBois now starting to get into the groove of things. Milo Stewart, he's done quite a bit for these Herbisaurs this championship series. Hoping he can get another one going, and that'll be a ball that'll go right into left. And it'll get all the way to the wall. Stewart sliding in safe for a double. And Olaf Slackoff, the starting pitcher for the Herbisaurs, trying to see if he can give himself some help. As by the looks of things, he's going to need it. But a strikeout swinging as we go to the bottom of the second. Still 2-1 Monsters. Peak Physique now settling into the box. And Peak Physique sends a rocket to center. No doubter home run. 3-1 Monsters. This one was just a missile. 477 feet. Second home run of the postseason for him.
Number 17.
Marky DuBois batting 7th. He does have a better stick than most pitchers when it comes to batting, but one can only think that it might hurt them when it comes to relief pitching if it gets to that point. A swing and a miss for strike 3, out number 1.
Number 28, Stephanie Morgan.
Stephanie Morgan has had a great postseason for these Monsters, and she has done quite well on defense so far this game. That pulled hamstring is seemingly giving her batting a bit of trouble ever since she pulled her hamstring in game 1. Out number 2, strikeout looking.
Number 25, Maggie Rags.
Maggie Rags selling into the box. Olaf Slackoff still trying to look for a 1-2-3 inning. A pop fly caught by Fiona Clark in foul territory as we go to the third. Monsters extend their lead 3-1.
Number 15, Kira Nutmeg.
Kira Nutmeg as we're back to the top of the order for the Herbisaurs. Strike 1 to start for Marky DuBois. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. Marky DuBois throwing a strikeout on 3 pitches. Fiona Clark into the box now. If it wasn't for the tweaked groin of Nate Hankey, she would be having the day off, as she has caught both games 1 and 2 for the Herbisaurs. But circumstances being what they are, she is called back in. Morten Stamberg, he's been not necessarily quiet, in this championship series, but is definitely expected they would be doing better. Swing and a miss, strike 3 as we head to the bottom of the third. Marky DuBois putting in work in that top of the third inning. Colt Collins batting 1,000 in this series. As this is his first appearance. Most of the time left field is occupied by Keisha Phillips. Kind of makes you wonder why the Monsters didn't send him off for somebody to be a good replacement for second or shortstop. But so far, he is proving his worth. 2 for 2, a home run and a single. And here's Pete Wheeler up at bat. Hit a home run his last time up. Solo shot. The back-to-back home runs between Collins and Wheeler. And this one's going to be a line drive hit, finding the gap in center. And that'll be runners on first and second. No outs for Jocinda Smith. She also got a base hit her last time up. Swing and a miss. That one more closer to the opposite batter's box. Oh, a diving attempt, but can't quite stop it. As this one will get into the outfield. And sliding in safe is Collins. Despite the cannon arm from Stanberg. That was a heck of a whole lot closer than one might have thought. And Sal Slinger already being called in for the Herbisaurs. It is looking dire. Pablo Sanchez settling into the box. It's a 1-4 game in favor of the Monsters. This one's hit hard and deep into center right. And that one is gone! A 3-run homer by Pablo Sanchez. This one a high rainbow shot, 428 feet. Pablo Sanchez's second home run of the postseason. A well-done hit by him. He entered this series with no home runs, and in this championship series has 2. The score now 7-1 Monsters. Mike Thomas settling into the box. Ground ball over to Mash Taters, fielded out number 1.
Peak Physique.
And Peak Physique is in the box as well. He also hit a home run his last time up at bat. Responsible for run number 3 this game for the Monsters. And so far, it is looking like, oh my gosh, another rocket! Left center, gone! Peak Physique, back-to-back home runs for him as he launches this one 433 feet for his 3rd home run of the postseason. 8-1 Monsters. As I was just about to bring up, it's looking like the Monsters are going to get a clean sweep this championship series. And Sal Slinger is not doing too hot right now. Marky DuBois, a ground ball up the middle, finding the gap for a single.
Number 28, Stephanie Morgan.
Stephanie Morgan settling into the box. While her production in this championship series hasn't been great, the Monsters do have her to thank for getting to this point at such a dominant way. And Monster fans definitely standing on their feet, excited at the prospect of winning this season's championship. Stephanie Morgan gutting out a run to first to be able to beat out the double play throw. Runners at first. And Dur Neverwalker only in the bottom of the 3rd. And And the Herbisaurs manager, you gotta be questioning him. Like, a mound visit may be necessary, yeah, but what are you going to do for the rest of this game? You're only a third of the way through. You've already used your starting pitcher, your long reliever, and now you have your best reliever out there to get the last out of the bottom of the third. And now it just feels like any hope of the Herbisaurs putting up a fight is just slipping away like sand through their fingers. Mashed Taters, he's going to hit one that'll be rolling into right for a leadoff single. As he's going to try to start a rally, a comeback, to be able to put some fight back into this game, to let them know the Herbisaurs aren't going to be lying down. It's going to take more than one base hit to have this comeback happen. So Dilly Dowler struck out looking. That's not good.
The right fielder, number 19, Chili Little.
And Chili Little selling into the box again. And a ground ball hit back to Marky DuBois. There's one, there's two, an inning-ending double play as we head to the bottom of the fourth. 8-1 Monsters.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 5, Colt Collins.
And Colt Collins, in his 2 at-bats in the postseason, has done a phenomenal job. Neverwalker. He's going to strike Collins out swinging for out number 1.
Number 4, Peter Wheeler.
And Peter Wheeler, 2 for 2, home run and a single for him. It would be huge to be able to get him out at this at bat. Potentially slowing down this momentum. The other problem Dur Neverwalker has right now is this is not his first relief appearance this series. He's been used quite a bit so far. And Pete Wheeler getting a single ripped right up into right field. Jocinda Smith selling in at bat. You gotta wonder how much gas is in the tank for Dur Neverwalker, and who do the Herbisaurs go for after Dur Neverwalker? There's one. There's two. A bad throw makes it an unplayable scoop for Mashed Taters, and Jocinda Smith will be safe on first. 2 outs, Pablo Sanchez up at bat. That could have been huge for the Herbisaurs. And Pablo Sanchez pops this one up into foul territory. Little is calling for it and gets it out number 3. And finally, the Herbisaurs are able to have a scoreless bottom inning. As Yoink Sachs will lead it off for the Herbisaurs. And this will be a pop fly into left center. Caught by Collins, and that's out number 1.
Number 23, Milo Stewart.
And Milo Stewart now in the box for the Herbisaurs. A ground ball over to Physique. Physique brings it over to the bag. Out number 2.
Neverwalker.
Dur Neverwalker taking his at bat, so they're going to have him pitch the bottom of the 5th. Marky DuBois, save for that little blemish in the first inning, has pitched quite the gem so far. Maggie Rags fielding that ground ball at second. And that'll be out number 3 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Halfway done with this one.
Number 20, Mike Thomas.
And Mike Thomas starting off for the Monsters. And he's going to get a bloop single in the center. That will be the lead off for the Monsters. Yoink Sacks mojo goes down. Back-to-back home runs for Peak Physique this game. If he hits another one, we might be remembering him as the MVP for the championship game, championship winning game in this series. 1-2 the count to Physique. Fouls this one off and the at-bat continues. Fouled off again. And swing and a miss, and Physique finally gets sent to the bench without touching home plate, as Marky DuBois will be up at bat next. And Marky DuBois gives this one a drive into right, but caught by Little, out number 2. Mike Thomas will stay at first. Stephanie Morgan will be coming up to bat. 0-2 so far today. Oh, 2 count to Morgan. And a ground ball to Dowler. Dowler to Taters. And that will be out number 3 as we head to the 6th inning. And now the Monsters might start counting the outs until they're champions, as the Herbisaurs are struggling to put up any sort of a fight, and time is running out. Kira Nutmeg, just a line drive out to right field to start off this top of the 6th inning. Leona Clark now at bat. And that'll be strike 2. And swing and a miss, strike 3 called for Clark. Morton Stanberg now up at bat for the Herbisaurs. Trying to get something. Batting 0-2. Definitely does not look good on him. Oh, this bloop single is going to find the grass in left center, and Stanberg finally is on the bases.
Now batting, the first
And
baseman,
Mash Taters now up at the plate. Hit a sac fly to bring in the 1 run. That the Herbisaurs have this game. And this one's going to be up the middle. Base hit. Runners at first and second. 2 outs. And the Herbisaurs might have a rally going.
Number 13, Dilly Dowler.
Dilly Dowler also 0 for 2. Marky DuBois trying to get out of this situation before it gets out of hand. And a ground ball to Jocinda Smith. Smith throws it over to first for the force out, and that will be out number 3 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Still 8-1 Monsters.
Number 25, Maggie Rags.
Maggie Rags coming up to the plate. That'll be strike 2. And swing and a miss. Strike 3 called. Maggie Rags is out. And that'll bring up the top of the order for the Monsters again with Colt Collins.
Now pitching, Chuck Beltwick.
And Dare Neverwalker may have pitched for the last time this season, as Chuck Beltwick is on the mound now. And struck out looking. Collins is out. Pete Wheeler has had a heck of a day so far. 3 for 3. a home run, and 2 singles.
Strikey, strike, strike. Strike.
0-2 to Wheeler. And swing and a miss, strike 3 called, and that'll be out number 3 as we head to the top of the 7th. Still 8-1.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 19, Chili Little.
And strike. Ball outside. Ball low.
And Chili Little, a bloop single into left. And that will be a good start for the Herbisaurs in this top of the 7th.
Yoink Sacks.
Yoink Sacks, struggling all postseason for his Herbisaurs.
That's a strike.
Trying to find a way to keep the championship hopes alive for him and his team. Struck out looking. That's out number 1.
The second baseman, number 23, Milo Stewart.
Milo Stewart. Now settling into the box. Marky DuBois pitching with a 2.65 ERA this postseason. 13 strikeouts. This one up the middle. Stewart hits a single. Runners at first and second. One out for Chuck Filthwick.
Chuck Filthwick.
And you gotta be asking, is there gonna be a bunt?
Now
But
batting, Steve-O Reeves.
oh my! Steve-O Reeves is coming in to pitch hit, so Chuck Filthwick literally brought in for an inning and pulled right back out. There have been some very questionable decisions by the Herbisaurs this game that are going to haunt them in the offseason if things don't pan out. And here's Kieran Nutmeg selling into the box. And this one, a ground ball, diving Maggie Reg stops it. And that'll be out number 3. Elmondo Nuts will be going to the mound for the Herbisaurs. Hopefully for their sake to finish this game out as best they can. Jocinda Smith now going to lead off for the Monsters in this bottom of the 7th. That one's going to be a fly ball caught by Morton Stanberg in left. And that'll be out number 1. Pablo Sanchez with the 3-run homer that broke this game wide open. Making it from a difficult but manageable 4-1 to a absolutely daunting 7-1 lead. Mike Thomas hits one right up past second base, or the diving second baseman into right for a single.
Peak Physique.
Peak Physique, 2 home runs and a strikeout for him this game. Both home runs solo shots. Ooh, he gets a drive in this one, left center. That one's going to be a home run as well, and the Monsters extend their lead to 9. The championship trophy has got to be getting ready in that Monsters locker room already.
Number 17.
Marky DuBois selling in, and he's got to be feeling good, both with how much monstrous run supports he has and how well he has pitched. Doesn't even really care that much about striking out looking as we go to the 8th. Monsters up 10-1.
Now batting, the catcher, number 20, Fiona Clark.
And what I thought was going to be a part 2 to potentially a good championship series has turned into merely a coronation for these Monsters winning the league championship. 6 outs away for the Monsters, and they will take the championship that they were favorites to win last season. A year late, but better late than never. Marky DuBois unable to get that one right back to him, but throws it in time for the out at first.
Number 27,
As Morton Stanberg sells into the box for the Herbisaurs.
Now
Cannot
pitching,
feel good
number
that much.
45.
That'll be the day for Marky DuBois. Luann Louis will be coming in for the Monsters. He has pitched quite a bit already in this championship series. Ground ball to Jocinda Smith, thrown over to first.
The
That's
first
out number
baseman,
one. Out number 2. Beg your
Mash
pardon.
Taters.
Mash Taters. He's had a good day so far. Just has not been able to really bring it home. Not a whole lot of rest support in the rest of the lineup. And a ground ball fielded by Morgan. Morgan throws it over to first. That's out number 3. And the Monsters are 3 outs away from becoming league champions. As we head to the bottom of the 8th.
Number 28.
Morgan will
Stephanie
be
Morgan.
coming up to bat. That impressive batting average of .375 at the start of the championship series has now shrunk to .300, but given the way everything looks right now, a championship 3 outs away, she won't mind if she ends up being the answer to the trivia question, who ended up having a rough league championship series as she strikes out. But I'll tell you what, she has played great defense and has gutted through injury, which has got to count for something. Maddie Rags now at the box. Credit to Armando Nuts. He is still trying his best to be able to keep these monster hairs at bay for whatever it's worth. And a strike 3 looking as Colt Collins sells into the box for the top of the order of the Monsters now. Herbisaurs watching their bench. It's very much a rough sight. A team that started off middle of the pack in their division of the season. Swing and a miss, and that'll be it. And the Herbisaurs will have one last chance to make up a 9-run difference as we head to the top of the 9th. Dilly Daller coming up to the plate. No shame for these Herbisaurs, the way that they have fought early in the season, being middle of the pack and then slowly but surely rising. And there's a line drive into left center. Dilly Daller will start things off with a slides into second for a double. And they are not quite gone yet, despite how high the mountain may seem to climb. But yeah, they started out middle of the pack, slowly but surely rose up through the ranks, and then late in the season got first place and never looked back in their division. They beat the Monstars 3-1 with their only hiccup being an 11-0 loss. Swept the Berserkers, the team that beat us in 5 games. And Chile Little hits one into left. This one is going to go all the way to the wall. Dilly Daller's going to cross home plate. And it's going to be 2-10 as Yoink Sacks will be up to bat for the Herbisaurs. And after beating the Berserkers, well, obviously they're here. But now they are 2 outs away as Yoink Sacks is pop fly into center for out number 1. 0 for 4 on the day. There are going to be some questions about him in this championship series and the playoffs as a whole, to be sure. Milo Stewart selling into the box. .371. He's put in his fair share of work, trying to keep the Herbisaurs alive. And Milo Stewart hits this one up the middle into center for an RBI single. It's 3-10.
The pitcher, number 54,
Now the lead is
Armando
7.
Nuts.
Armando Nuts, you probably think
Now
he's
batting,
pitch hitter, is
Hanzo
going to be sent in.
Machico.
And Hanzo Machiko will be doing just that. Ground ball fielded by Mags. There's one out, but Morgan can't quite get the throw to
Third
Physique in
baseman,
time for the
number
double
15,
play.
Kira
And the
Nutmeg.
Monsters are 1 out away from the league championship.
That's a strike.
Kira Nutmeg, the batter that is leading off, will be also the end. Ground ball to Mags, thrown over to first. That's out number 3. The Monsters win. And the Monsters pouring out of the dugout as they sweep the Herbisaurs with a Game 3 final score of 10-3. What a outcome for the Monsters. The Backyard Kids, Pablo, Pete, Morgan, Thomas, Phillips, all of them now champions. There is your scoreboard. With the Herbisaurs, 3 runs, 11 hits, no errors. And the Monsters, 10 runs, 14 hits, no errors. Herbisaurs just couldn't get the hits to count, couldn't turn them into runs. As now the Monsters have easily swept them, and they are now champions. All of the substitutions that the Herbisaurs did, all for naught it would seem. Olaf Slackoff will take the loss, only pitching 2 innings as the starter. And Marky DuBois with a 7-inning, 7-inning, 8 hits, 1 error, 7 strikeouts for him. A job well done, clinching this Monsters League Championship in this Game 3. And like I said, peak physique with the way they played today. 3 home runs makes him the MVP. Marky DuBois taking 2nd place with those 7 innings pitched. And Pete Wheeler, 3 for 4, a home run, RBI, 2 runs. Congratulations to him and all the Monsters for winning the league championship. A job well done indeed for them. Hats off. And that will be the end of the season. There it is. So the Knights win Season 1, but they cannot win Season 2. So that will be it for the stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. I will be handling the off-season shortly, but I don't know if I'm going to be starting Season 3 proper for at least a little while yet. So I will try to keep in touch with that, but in all seriousness, with how low views this series has brought in and how much time it takes up to be able to make all of this for well, for it to be considered nothing most of the time, it might be a while until Season 3 starts up. But to those who have watched, you have my thanks, and I hope you enjoyed Season 2 of the Knights franchise in Super Mega Baseball 4. I'll be thinking up of some ideas of what we might be doing to shake things up, if anything at all. Until then, take care and have a good one.